Because when this is what you open the box to, you know it's gonna be a good box. Hi, I'm Stephanie Canada. I've been selling sewing patterns for the better part of 10 years, and I haven't opened up a box this good in a long time, so I just had to share it with you. For full context, I opened up this box because I thought it was a 1960s, 1970s box that someone said they were going to send me, so I wasn't super concerned about putting it on camera. Soon as I open it up, I see this just on top, and I went, that's neither 60s nor 70s. What do we have here? It looks to be really good. So here we are, making a video showing you all the patterns in the box, because why not? Now, as always, I am the owner of Backroom Finds, and yes, if these patterns are in good enough condition, they will go to my website. Now, if these are in too bad of shape, I will go ahead and not put them on the website. That includes things like rodent droppings, water, mold, mildew, etc., things that would actively damage your health. I'm not going to sell to people. So if there are some that we come across in here, don't look for those, but everything else will be up. So let's dive on in now, shall we? And so we start off with a lovely size 14 mail order. These bags also will not be sent with you. You'll be getting the acid-free bags. These are just bags because every single one of them is like this. So I don't have the time to undo all that right now. I just want to share them with you because they're so good. So we have a mail order here with a wider neckline, a shawl style, rolled collar, unclear. There's a collar with a bow. We love a good bow. It's a shirtwaist dress and it's pleated. It's a bust 34 more than likely. I would have to open it up, but I'm gonna guess it's either 32 or 34 due to its age. Oh yeah. Can we just take a minute? Look at the waistline. Look at how good it is. So not only do you have this fitted section, but when I check the pieces, I bet you there's a skirt yoke too that goes with it. And it's not a surplice top, but it is a button front top, slight gathers at the bottom, so hopefully there won't be any darting issues. Oh, it's just so good, and it's a bust 36. We love it. Ow. All right, now we have the cutest little like surplice wrap over dress. Oh, it's so cute, and I love the scallops. So this is a mail order 4013. Is it a Marion Martin? Nope, Ann Adams, other one. And on the back here, we can see size 38. Oh, did I mention this is a really good box? Also, thank you so much to the person that sent it to me. I was reached out to on Instagram as a, hey, I wanted to donate these, but my thrift store throws them away. I can't imagine these in the trash. That would have hurt my soul. And then when I went back to said Instagram user to ask them if I could do this video and thank them properly, they're gone. So I don't know what happened, but thank you, anonymous Instagram person. I mean, you're not anonymous, I know who you are, but I didn't get your permission to say your name. So thank you so much if you're watching this video. I love them all. Oh, am I gonna keep one out of these? We'll see. And next up, we have another Ann Adams. This one is a very sweet, just like two-piece front with accent shoulder pieces and a little bolero. It is a button back though. Those are always a little tricky for me, or you find a friend. So, but this one is this one is a size 11, which means it's a bust 29, I think. So that one's pretty small. It's pretty small. Oh, this one. Oh, this one. I love this one. This is so good. This is a New York double-breasted princess line front coat from the 40s, probably like 41, 42. I am not going to lie to you that I used to have a coat from Vogue that looked very similar to this. Like, it's real close. Oh, it's so good. And look at all the different collars. I love how many different collar options you had. So you could make this coat over and over again and no one would know. So good. And bust 38. I'll make myself a little maybe pile of like the one I'm allowed to keep from the box. So this is gonna go in the maybe pile. Next. Oh, buddy. It's just so good. It's literally just so good. It's so good. So you have a bust 36, simplicity 34, 58 from the 1940s. See, this is that weird like cusp. I'm thinking 41, 42, but like look at the collar. Holy collar. We love it. It does have that good classic, I think it's a 6-score skirt. Oh no, pleated. It's a pleated front skirt with top stitching. Little slight puff at the top of the sleeves, cuff, or long sleeve option. Sadly, you don't get the hat, but it's cute. We're gonna save you for later. There's one in here that's staring at me. They're like, no, you're later. And next up we have Simplicity 1832. I don't think I will get over how good these are. So you're just gonna have to go with like me sighing over them because they're so pretty. I can't believe this box, you guys. Okay, 1832, bust 34. You have a slight, it's not a scallop really, because scallops are a little bit smaller, but it's also not a keyhole or a teardrop. It's a notched neckline, let's go with that. You got some shirring at the waist, you've got gathers into the bust, you have a panel that goes directly up under the bust to give you some more structure. It's just so pretty. And I will say that forever and ever. Always forever. And then we have this little cutie. And look who is gracing the front cover of this pattern. Betty Grable! Betty Grable. Now, is it just a slip pattern? Yes, I understand that. Is it a slip pattern that is a bust 38 and has Betty Grable's face on the front? Like, I'm not sorry. It's good. Again, you have that, whoever owned these before really liked that like upward or the fitted waist look, because that's what most of these are. So you can see again that upward point, gathers under the bust, slimline skirt. It's really spectacular. And a lot of these are in such good condition, y'all. Like, it's shocking to me. Okay, she says, and then she finds one with the giant tears. But, you know, you can't win them all. All right, now we have Simplicity 34, 33. This is from, this might be 39, 40 round range. I will look up the years and put them on here. Don't worry. This is a bust 34, and you can see again, she was committed to having this upward direction of the fabric. Because again, you have this, but instead of the gathers, you have a little pleat this time. And you have two style options. You can go straight across, or you can have the more cut down sweetheart neckline situation. And it can be long or short. Then we have Butterick 6139. This is from the 1950s. This is a drop waist. It's not a princess cut, but it's a princess dart that goes all the way down. So it's the darting that gives you the princess line, but actually like it doesn't go up over the shoulder, so it's not a princess seam. And it drops into a gathered skirt with, you can either do sleeveless or short sleeve. Oh, you can also do a little sweetheart option. That's cute. We'll have to see when I open it up because these are not factory folded. So I'll have to see if the previous owner cut this down and kept the bits to make the taller one, or if they only made the taller. I don't know yet. We will find out. And now we have another really good McCall from 1942. Look at this detail. Look at this little waistband fit here, but it points upward. I don't know how that would look on, but man, in this brown with the contrast, it really makes it look quite spectacular. So I would think that would look really, really pretty. This one is a bust 31 because it's a size 13, which is one of the junior sizes. So it's gonna have slightly shorter proportions overall, but I'm not mad at it. Not mad at it. Why are you being a goober? Stop it. There we go. That's better. And now we have Simplicity 1975. And no, I don't mean the year. I mean from the 1940s, 25 cents, potentially 1950-51, because we haven't gone up in price to 35 cents yet. So somewhere in late 40s, early 50s town. You have got a paneled bodice with a princess line seams. You also have a thin strap at the top and a bolero jacket as well with some top stitching. And it looks like either a tie belt or a purchase belt. Oh, it's a bust 36. And yes, I am gonna save the best pattern for the very last. So you're gonna have to stick with me because it's still staring me in the face and I'm gonna set it over here so that I don't accidentally show it to you too early. And now we have Simplicity 4482, which is from the 1940s. It does have that drop waist again like we saw in the 50s, but you can see here it's a tiered skirt, so you have two sections of gathering to give it a bit more of a flare. 3/4 length sleeves or short sleeves, and either a high neckline or a slight cutout. Oh, you can also do a little Peter Pan collar down there. Ain't that cute? And that was a bust 36. Oh yes, I did get some transfers in here, so we're gonna look at some transfers as well. I am really bad at dating these, not gonna lie. Like this, I do lots of research before I put the date on these because I don't know off the top of my head like I do patterns. But this is a Vogart textile print. Don't ask me what flower that is. I also looked that up because I don't know. And here we have another Vogue textile print with another wonderful flower. The nice thing about these is because they've been in these bags, they're probably gonna be okay to use, which is spectacular. And then we have a Walker transfer where you can see all types of fruit print for clear, sharp stamping and instant results. This one, this one doesn't feel factory folded, like it's not flat like the other one, so I'll have to figure out which pieces have been used and which ones have not. Oh, and we cannot go along without mentioning these. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what these are. I know they're stinking gorgeous, but I don't know what they are. It says cut designs apart with scissors before dipping in water. I'm not sure what you're supposed to be putting these on. Whether maybe it's like canisters or something. I don't think it's for fabric. Oh, if I would read the back of the envelope, it would tell me. Adds charm to kitchens, bathrooms, nurseries, game rooms, breakfast nooks, lunch rooms, cocktail rooms, etc. It's basically for everything. It's for everything. So you can put these on anything. I will probably sell these because this isn't, I don't have a place to put them. They're not my aesthetic, darling. And now, back to the patterns. That only worked so well because now I bounced the whole camera. And this is Butterick 6191, a good classic button-up shirt, some slight gathers at the shoulders up underneath this collar here. It's super cute and a bust 38. Boo! We love it. And that one's from the 1950s. Then we have Simplicity 2512, which is a bust 34. This is shockingly like a certain dress from a certain other video that I just did. Like, okay, she had a circle skirt. You would need to change it out because this is a gathered skirt, but it would work. And this is a bust 34. Then we have Simplicity 2046, which is, again, that cusp of like, is it 40s? Is it 50s? Probably this one's a little bit later 40s. I'm thinking like 49. This is a bust 36. It's a princess line dress with thin straps, another bolero, and the cutest little ribbon detail down at the bottom. Oh, and you can make an evening gown length. Ooh, fancy. And I love me a good fitted waist. Have I said that like 7,000 times in this video? Yes. Will I probably say it about 10,000 more? Also yes. This is a mail order $88.95. It's a size 12, so the bust is gonna be a size 30. This one has a yoked shoulder with gathers at both the end of the yoke and into the fitted waist, short sleeves, and a gathered skirt. This is so pretty. If this was any size larger, I would try and keep it and size it up because my favorite dress ever sort of looks like it, but I would love to try a more fitted weight. Yeah, but either way, it's a size 30. I don't have that level of skill. And now we have a very lovely Ann Adams T4560. Do I know why they would randomly put letters in front of them? No, I don't. And I really wish I did, but I don't. Because like T for transfer, that would make sense, but that's not what this pattern doesn't come with a transfer. So I do not know why they put letters in front of them. But I do know that this is a cute little gathered bodice. So you have a gathered top, sort of like a peasant top, another fitted waist, and a spectacular fitted bolero jacket with a single button at the waist. And that one's gonna be a bust 34. And we have another slip pattern. This time around, we're looking at Simplicity 3434. This one does not have her favorite little jut up, but it does have a really nice sheath. It's got two waist darts, and you can either do a thin strap or the wider strap. And this is a bust 36. Just a good staple slip pattern. Staple slip pattern, staple slip pattern. Say that 3 times fast. And now we have Ann Adams 4402 from the 1940s. This one is a bust 38. So that cute little square neckline, if you are a bust 38, could be yours. Cute little short sleeve, 6-score skirt. I am not gonna lie. I'm a little nervous though, because why? Why are there hand tracings in there? I mean, hopefully they just traced out, because like I can see the pattern here. Like pattern is there, but like why are there also hand tracings? I don't know. So I'll figure that out and I'll put it in the listing. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Next up we have another mail order, 8065. This is another bust 36. A princess line button up with a good collar, short sleeves, slight puff at the top, and it does look like that cuff goes up just a little bit right on the outside. So 10 out of 10, I think that's super cute. And if you look through here, the princess line actually like does a weird little jut out, so that's really cute too. And then goes into a full skirt. And it ties in the back. Ooh, it's so cute. Speaking of things with little jut outs and, you know, panels into it, we also have mail order 8680. Another size bust 36. Looks shockingly similar. But I digress. We're allowed to like what we like and buy slightly different. So the differences in this one is you have slight pleats at the top. The sleeve is a little bigger, no cuff. And it looks like actually there's seams this go around, where I couldn't tell if there were seams in the last one. There might be, but I couldn't tell. And this one also ties in the back. Now, Simplicity 1047. This is from the 1940s. It has got that wonderful crossover top. This is going to be a two-piece, I think it's probably a suit dress. Oh, the back is Shreddy McShredderson. So, yeah, I can't really, like that's the instructions, but I can just see like all the little scrappities. Yeah, we're going to leave that in there until I'm ready to check it. But either way, two-piece dress or two-piece suit, either way, delicious detail. It's a bust 36, has a nice little collar. You could also do it without, and it does have a little bow at the waist. And for those of you that are asking, can you show us how to fix these? How do you fix them? The answer is I don't. I really don't. I use them as is, or if they are so bad, I trace them. I find this tissue to be a part of history, and if you, the buyer, want to take on fixing it and zhuzhing it up, great. More power to you. Just please don't use Scotch tape or duct tape. Duct tape, oh God, that'd be horrible. Shipping tape. But I like selling them as they are to let you decide how to fix them. If they're that bad, I'm tracing them out and I'm using them. That's how I do it. So, sorry I don't have better, maybe I'll try fixing some of mine and I'll show you, but I don't usually try and fix the ones that I sell because I let you decide how to fix them on your own. Now we have Ann Adams 4847, and I love the little 8-gore skirt, the shirring here, but look at the sleeve. Look at the sleeve's little detail right there. It's like gathered oh so slightly. Very cute. And the previous owner wrote on here that it is a size 38 bust, which means it's a size 20, which we love. I have found this pattern time and time again, and I am never sad when I find it. It is so stinking cute. So you have a scallop bodice front that goes into a contrast yoke that the yoke is buttoned at the shoulders all the way across. And it comes to the little bolero pattern. And I think it's a just semicircle skirt. And this one is a bust 36. I love finding that pattern. It is so cute. And now we have Mary Martin, the other big mail order catalog. And this is 9401. Oh man, another moment where I go, Midge Maisel much? Because you can see the princess line raised into an empire waist, a button shoulder, absolutely something I think Midge would wear, and it's a size 18, so that means it's going to be a bust 36. And now we have another summer top, and it's super cute. This is Advance 4826. In my head, this is where Jessica McClintock got her ideas, because if that is not almost like a gunny sack style bodice, as far as like the more calm ones, that's kind of where I'm looking at here. So you've got just a nice fitted bodice with darts at the waist, a low collar that sits right at the top of the bodice, two thin straps, and a bolero as well. And I would say it's probably a semicircle skirt or just a flared out skirt. And this is a bust 36. And now we have Mary Martin 9230, which is an 18.5, and they wrote on their bust 38, which I would be intrigued. Normally the half sizes are like a 7 or a 9, but could be. I will double check when I open the envelope. This is going to be a nice fitted bodice. It's got a button slightly lower on the shoulder, two patch pockets that are in line with these gores, so they probably get sewn onto the panel and then you sew the skirt together. Hello Summertime and Simplicity 3471. I love the fitted bodice with the little summer strap. This is from 1960, so spotting that Midge category. If you switch it out with a circle skirt, you could probably just duplicate one of her dresses. And it also has a little bolero with a more open neckline and that little collar that lays as well. This is the bust 36. And now we have McCall's 3652, which is another boat neck number. I do love the pleated skirt, the high neckline, and the two darts that help shape the bodice. I can't say it enough. This is another Midge dress. And now I have to change the battery. Hold, please.
A few moments later.
Your job is to focus back on me now. Me. Thank you. This is mail order 4543, and those princess lines are delicious. I love how they create the sweetheart neckline as well. It also does come with a high, almost like a little pop collar situation, bolero with cap sleeves, or you can do 3/4 length sleeves up there in the corner. This is size 14, so more than likely at the time it's either going to be a bust 34 or 36, because I think this is right when the cusp of things started to change around. Remember that time that I said she only liked slips with little pointed up toward the bust? Well, here's another one. So this is Vogue 5088. This is a bust 36. Another wonderful slip that does have the point up. It's got a couple of little pleats here under the bust, but it stays a bit more fitted in, so I'm assuming that would help the fit. It also has cutesy little bloomers. Ain't that sweet? Will they be there? Question mark, because that's normally the first pieces to get lost. or trashed because they get used so much. Speaking of slips with little bloomers, we have a mail order, 1733, with another Empire waist and princess line fit on the down and bloomers for the underneath. This is going to be a bust 36. I wasn't lying to y'all when I said I loved this box. So good. I haven't even gotten to the good stuff. It's still sitting over here. Now, I do love a good apron, and this is a good apron. This is Simplicity 4825. It is a size small, so it's going to be a bust 30 to 32. But look at the heart and the heart pocket. Oh, it's just so cute. It's so cute. You can either do the heart apron, you can do a standard full apron, or you could do a half apron with the cute little scallops. That one is cute. If this was larger, I would be keeping it because I really want a heart apron, but sizing up from this, I think, would probably be too big of a challenge. I don't know. Maybe I'll give it a shot. I'll put this in the maybe pile. And now we have mail order 4941. This is from the 1940s. The size is a bust 34. And this is a wonderful little two-piece suit dress. You can see through here the nice fitted darts. There's a little bit of pleating up near the neckline. And hopefully the transfer to make this little flower is in there, but at this moment, I don't know that answer. But Post Stephanie will know. Well, thank you, Post Stephanie. I appreciate you so much. Look at this 1950s cutie. Butterick 8213 is a bust 36. This is actually the English printing, so more than likely this is going to be an unprinted pattern. Let's find out. Because while we did print on them at this point in the US, a lot of the times over in the UK, they were not printing on their tissue yet. It was still unprinted territory. I was right. So this is an unprinted tissue, even though it's from the 1950s. It's a dress and the jacket. And it's super sweet. I love this bow accent with the Peter Pan collar. Chef's kiss. And not to harken back on this too hard, but I did just tell you how to make Midge Maisel's sailor dress. I did not realize that one of the super hard patterns to get would be in the box. I really didn't. I had no idea. Even when I was like, oh, I forgot this was in here. This is Butterick 6993. It is a princess line halter top dress that all you would have to do to make this into Midge's sailor dress is add a giant dagger collar. That's it. And it's pretty much one and done. It's almost the same thing. 6993 is available and it is a bust 36. All right, Summer, we see you. Here is Simplicity 3478. It is a bust 36. It's another summer outfit. So you've got the fitted bodice, the cummerbund, the fitted skirt, or you got shorts, y'all. And a nice little bolero jacket for in case a good breeze comes through. In Florida, we don't get those, but that's fine, at least in the middle of the state. Oh, I love this one so much. This is Simplicity 2030. This is from the 1950s. It is gorgeous. I love this dress. It has got the inverted pleats. It's got a little drop down in the back that goes along with the actual drop down in the back. So at the waist and at the center back, you have this V shape that is continued. Each of them has a little fabric bow, and it's a high boat neckline. I love this dress. It's a bust 36. I am not so talented as to size it up that far, so it will go to a new home. Also, I don't really have functions to wear things like this, even though it's spectacular. And now we have Simplicity 3812 from the 1950s. This is super sweet. It's another good princess line, but this one terminates into the armpit area because it does have a like scoop down sort of fake sweetheart neckline, as well as a super high collar bolero with 3/4 sleeves. Just spectacular. This one is a bust 29 though, so this is for the smaller set. Cutest little yoke dress I ever did see. So this is American Weekly 3727. It's not quite a heart pocket, but it's close. It's almost like a tulip pocket that doesn't have the split. I don't really know what they were going for there, but it's a cute little distinct pocket. The yokes go into a top gather right here with a tiny little sweetheart neckline that's probably gonna sit higher than you would think it would. But either way, super cute. You can either do them long sleeve or short sleeve. And this is a bust 34. And another very sweet mail order is going to be mail order 1360. A curved empire waist into a princess line skirt, button up the front. Can't tell if that's faux or not. Those look like they might be faux buttons. So it probably is a side zip, but look at the puff sleeve. And you know there'd be that like cute little understructure too to keep them held up, and a little sweetheart neckline, and it does tie at the back. And this is a bust 32. Now, we're going to start getting into the good ones. Welcome to the good ones. We're going to start with showing you this transfer, which will transition us. 1, because I forgot it was there, and 2, because it's very old. Until I do more research, I do not actually know when this transfer is from. When I opened the envelope to this lovely pattern, I found this torn away page from September 1919 Butterick Fashion Magazine. And never in my life have I been happier to have someone destroyed a sewing pattern magazine. But this is a very sweet transfer. It has little baskets, and it says to press with a moderately hot iron. And it's for a scarf, a pin cushion, or a day pillow. All right, now let's get into the really good ones. I love these. And now we have Ann Adams 46.99, and yes, friends, that is an entirely gathered front bodice. It's got a zigzag waistline that drops a little below the waist into the hips, which is a 6-scored skirt. It also has a scallop neckline and short sleeves with just the tiniest little scallop detail on the bottom. This is a bust 36. I love it. I love it so much. Oh man, I have never seen this pattern before. This is Butterick 26.83. It is a bust 36, and it is spectacular. You can see here where there's a scallop neckline into a double button, which is an entirely panel here at the front of the bodice. So it's not quite a yoke because normally the yokes go all the way across, but it's spectacular. I am not sure if this is sewing or top stitching. I hope for your sake it's top stitching and not 7 million individual pieces that you got to piece together like a quilt. Whew, that'd be a lot. But then it goes into a straight front panel, and it's a 3/4 sleeve or a short sleeve. It's just stunning. Oh, well, there you go. So it is, oh, they do still call it a yoke. Okay, so there's the yoke you can see there. So that would be top stitching to get that lined look. But someone checked it at some point for us, and it's missing the belt and the back neck facing. I've got really great news. If you're going to be missing pattern pieces in a pattern, those are the two you care the least about. Don't care. Back neck facings can be replaced with either bias tape, or you can make it off of the back of the pattern, so you can use the side back and the back to create your own back neck facing. Or just go, you can just put bias tape all along the back and it's the same thing. You're just trying to hold the fabric down. That's all you're trying to do. And the belt is a rectangle with a triangle on the end that fits your waist. Not hard to recreate. These are the pieces you care about. So as long as this stuff is here, I will triple check that person's work because I never assume that anyone's patterns that come in with labels on them are correct, because who knows who opened it and put it back together since they wrote on it. So I will double check all of that information for you. Okay, I am not clear why this one was double bagged. These are in bags. Why am I sneezing? Here we have Simplicity 4238. And as you can see, someone took the time to type out an entire label. So thanks so much. So World War II area, I would agree with that. Yes, this is mid-40s, absolutely. Size 18, bust 36, great, we love that. Heavy wear on package, still factory folded, good condition. Don't we love that? Now, again, I will be checking that to make sure it's correct, but I wouldn't call that heavy wear. I would say that the glue has released and you just need to put it in an envelope. That's not heavy wear. Heavy wear are the ones that are completely torn in half. This is a spectacular one that I've had, I think, once before. You can see it's got this V through the bodice here, and it slight gathers into the bust region and then slight gathers the hip as well. It's truly a gorgeous pattern. There is far too much for me to try and adjust to keep that. I mean, we're not giving notes, but what? Why? It's so pretty. This is Simplicity 1814. It is from the late 1940s. Yes, I would agree with that. A bust 38. We love it. It has got a wonderful side drape. Apparently it's still in factory folds. Again, I will double check that. It's got gathers at the shoulders, but I love that neckline. It's spectacular. And it's got little scallops on the short sleeves. Who likes peplum? Yes, we do. Who likes peplum? Me and you. I am so sorry. That was so cringe. Anyway, Simplicity 1124. Again, you're talking mid-1940s. This one is going to be a bust 36. It has got a amazing peplum on the bottom of this jacket piece that is a full button front, and you can either do it with the collar or you can do a slight little vague sweetheart in the neckline there, and either a straight skirt or a slightly gathered skirt. It's just so pretty. And now, if you have made it to this section, congratulations, you are to the best patterns in the box. And we're gonna start with some Hollywood patterns. This is Hollywood 1305. It is a bust 34. It's from the 1940s. It has got the cutest little sweetheart neckline with bows that are on either side of the sweetheart opening. Little pleats at the waist and a bow belt that goes along with it. You can either do short sleeve or long sleeve. I'm a sucker for a good bow. Next up we have Hollywood 1497. This is a bust 34. It has got, it's not really a square neckline, so it's gonna be a little bit of a drop down, a sharp corner, and then a slight curve back up. So not a scallop, not a square, just an interesting neckline. Or you can do the high slit neckline as well with a tulip sleeve or a 3/4 length sleeve with a little, probably an attached cuff, not a rolled cuff. But either way, it goes into a pleated, or it looks like you might be able to do gathered down here. Now we have another favorite, Hollywood 1719. I just love a good Hollywood pattern. This is a huge button front. Like those buttons, if you were to go in relation to this, would be like this big. They would be gigantic. But this is a bust 36 Hollywood pattern with a nice little A-line skirt. I forget what this is called. It's not a cap sleeve at that point, but it's just a little accent sleeve. That's all it is. You can do it in a color contrast, or you can do the 3/4 length sleeve with a collar. We're going to take a brief pause in the Hollywood moment, and we are all going to say a prayer for when I open this, that it is not as bad as its cover, because the cover is pretty bad. This is McCall's 9282, and it's from the 30s at some point, but big caveat, I can see active mold growing on it. Like that black stuff, that's not ink. If anyone tries to tell you that's ink, tell them they're a liar. That is mold and mildew that is growing on this pattern from where it's gotten wet and then it stayed damp. So no one dried it off, it just stayed wet, which is a huge bummer because it's a 36. And the double collar and the cute jacket and the good 1930s. It hurts my soul. This is one of those patterns that will probably stay with me, and I'll try and figure out, I need to actually give it a shot and try and clean some of this off safely. So if you have any recommendations for how to safely remove mold and mildew from patterns, I will take it. I may not use it all, but I will absolutely listen to everybody and try and figure out what the best options are. You know, I'm not going to throw them away, but I don't know what to do with it right now. But it's so cute, and it's a bust 36, and I love saving things that are larger sizes from this era. It makes my heart hurt. Back to happier things that aren't covered in mold and mildew. We have Hollywood 1069 with the lovely image of Catherine Booth right up here in the corner, and the sweetest little sweetheart neckline with the heart pockets. You can also do an accent yoke you can see through here. You can do a high fluffy yoke, and it comes with the cute little dickie with the Peter Pan collar. Oh, that's so precious. Now this one is a bust 32, so this one is on the smaller side of the ones that I found. And then one that I love finding, because I have found it before and I love finding it again, Hollywood 766 with Betty Grable, again, on the front cover. So this one is a princess line button front dress. It's got very large collar, like a dagger collar, and it has little triangular pockets, both at the top and at the waist. Short sleeves, or you can do this like long sort of poofier sleeve at the bottom. I don't remember the name of this one particularly, but I know it's cute. And this is a bust 36 though. And now the final two patterns, which are the best ones in the entire box. Okay, they're so good they even earn coming out of the bags. Gee, Stephanie, is that pattern smaller than the rest of them? Yes, it is. Can you tell me the name of the brand before I get it in there? Type it in the comments before I show you. If you guessed a 1940s DuBarry with a delicious neckline, you would be correct. This is DuBarry 2212. And I'll let you revel in it for a minute because it's just so pretty. This time the accent waist goes crazy. So this accent panel actually goes all the way up to the neckline and creates a gathered bust line below it with a puff sleeve or a long sleeve and a flared out skirt. And it's a bust 34. So it's small, but it's not teeny. And now the pièce de résistance of the entire freaking box. I give you DuBarry 2269. No, you're not seeing things wrong. That is a gorgeous evening gown. It is a bust 38, and I love everything about it. This is going to be a puff sleeve with shirring on the outside to help hold the structure of it. It's going to come around and it's going to scoop under the bust, almost like the other DuBarry did, into some slight gathers that are hidden by this cute little flower. And then this entire panel from this point here all the way down to the ruffle is 2 pieces. That's just one seam in the middle. On the back side, you can see that the back blouse sits above the waistline. So the back is going to have that princess line darts up at the top to help give you the shape. And you can either do it with the ruffle or without. And I want to thank you all so much for joining me on this journey today. If you did enjoy this and you would like to buy any of these patterns, here is my website right here that you can go and they will be shoppable immediately for those that were either complete enough or, you know, not riddled in mold. Still so sad about that one. But if shopping isn't your thing and you'd like to hang out with me a little bit more, I think you'll enjoy this one right here where I share with you my box of personal patterns that I buy. And YouTube thinks you'll like this one right here. So when in doubt, sew in chaos, my friends. Bye. Hi, I don't need you to slide at me. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your assistance. Stay!